Happy Friday, Facebook. I'm glad you're here. I'm Andre Fizer, and first of all, I want to bless every one of you who have subscribed to my Facebook Live and that you connect with me on a daily basis when I'm sharing pertinent information or insights to your prophetic destiny and your life and your purpose and your awareness. I really appreciate it. I really bless all of the new listeners and viewers and those of you who've known me all of your life. I appreciate friends and old friends and new friends, and always want to speak something that's going to expand your spirit. And hopefully, I believe I have new students or folks who follow what's going on, and I really bless you. What's up, Bridget? And I just love you, and I'm happy that you're here. I'm going to get right to it. We're talking about identity and confidence today. It's a pertinent thing when you live. We all have the Spirit of Christ. And what is it to have the Spirit of Christ? Is it to have the actual Spirit of Jesus? Or is it to have the inner yes of Jesus? Is it living with the inner confidence, the mind of Jesus? Is it having Jesus living in you, the man that we see on the paintings? Or is it to have the actual Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of the yes of Jesus, the inner determination of Jesus, the connection of Jesus? I know you do. It's saying I'm in the family of God. I'm not just an adopted person, but I'm in the family of God. So I have the Spirit of Jesus, the Spirit of yes, as my inner man. And one thing I notice about Jesus, one thing that I notice about Christ, is when he lived, he never lived thinking that the world had a jump on him, that the world had a step above him, something above him. When he lived, everything submitted to him, everything submitted. Jesus could have been talking about mustard, and all of a sudden you hear demons saying, don't hurt us, don't hurt us, let us go into the pigs. And Jesus is not even addressing demonic activity. But everything that was not submitted to who he was reacted to him, and it asked his permission to be free of his presence. I'm in pain in your presence. Can you send us somewhere? How many of you right now do you have the same inner yes of Jesus, the Spirit of Christ, the same Spirit of Jesus, the same yes of Jesus? And instead of living in the world, reacting to what the world is not allowing you to do you live knowing that the world is under you, that you really have authority, and that everything in it, if you believe in the principality or whatever, inner demonic, whatever, do you believe that they are afraid of you? Instead of you living, protecting yourself of demons, or protecting yourself of what's in the world. How many of you actually feel that the world and whatever frequencies or principalities in it is protecting themselves of you? How many of you feel that when you wake up, those principalities are saying, oh Lord, Cindy Allen is up, I got to protect myself from her? Do you say, Chari, do you feel that the atmosphere says, oh Lord, Chari is up, how will we protect ourselves from her today? But so many times we live trying to protect ourselves of what we think the germs that we think the world is going to put on us. How many of you live knowing I own this? Because when you are a believer, quote unquote, and you read the scriptures and you try to live this life out, are you living it from a victim, or are you living it from an identity and a confidence in knowing I own it? That whatever principality is out there is going to ask my permission to go somewhere. So the way I live, and I'm like, demons, if you want to get in them dogs, get in them. If you want to go over there, go over there. You understand? When you own the atmosphere, when you own it, you don't have to live to be a victim in it, wondering if something is going to allow you to do whatever. See, you have to rethink yourself. You have to rethink yourself. Like I said last night, the greatest purpose sometimes is when God puts you in a situation to rethink what you thought you were. And sometimes we're comfortable thinking ourselves low. Sometimes we live and we face something. Let's say we face something, and all of a sudden, our confidence is shattered because we don't know what this thing thinks about us. So when we see something that we're not familiar with, all of a sudden we die because we don't know how this thing is looking at us. So I don't have any confidence. So I'm trying to figure this thing out. So I don't know what to do because this thing here isn't telling me what to do. So I don't know what to do. You understand? Sometimes we react to things we never seen, and our confidence and our skill level dies because we want that thing to let us do something. I need this bottle to let me be me. I don't need this bottle to ask me questions that will make me doubt what I think I am, but I want this bottle to stoop so it could let be me, because I don't know who I am, but don't ask me questions that will confirm that I don't know who I am. So we become afraid of things. We live and we become afraid of things because we don't know what things think about us. So we wait till those things give us permission to go or sit down or stand up. We don't know. So we give power to things because we don't know what things are thinking about us. That's right, Amos. So we're afraid. Instead of us owning the space and have confidence in ourselves, even if we meet things we've never met before, we want to have enough confidence in ourselves where the thing will say, I don't know who this person is. I must submit to the power of that person. Sometimes as believers, we submit to the power of things we don't know. That's why we're afraid to go into business for ourselves. That's why we're afraid to step out on faith and do things for ourselves. That's why we're afraid of really doing some things that no one has ever seen before, because we have given power to things that we don't know. And we don't know if the thing is going to let us be. But one thing about Jesus, he knew who he was, and he didn't have to preach about demons to cast out demons. He could be talking about greens. But if a demon was there, a demon would say, can we get into the pigs? Don't hurt us. How many of you right now, a coward dies 1,000 times before it's dead? That's right. I choose to stop dying. That's what I'm talking about. How many of you right now feel because you're alive, whatever principality or activity in the earth is saying, don't kill me, Trina, before it's time? Trina, do you feel that things are looking at you and saying, don't hurt us? Don't hurt us. Just let us run over there. See, when you have authority in your life, because God gave it to you before you were born. In other words, God gave you the authority to write the check for whatever the check needs to be written for without asking him. He gave you authority over the earth already. You don't have to ask him. You don't have to ask permission. Can you do it? You already got it. You don't have to say, can I? You already got it. You don't have to pray about it. You already got it. What do you want to see? You can make this thing happen if you want to do it. Do you feel that principality say, don't hurt me? Amos, do you feel that life say, Amos, don't hurt us? We'll back up, man. What do you want to do? Can we jump in that trash can? See, that's how I feel. If there is a demon out there, he don't bother me. I said, if you want to get in them dogs over there, get over there. If you want to jump in the cans, get over there. See, you got to live like you own it, not like you're renting it. Sometimes when you don't understand the kingdom, you thinking you're leasing everything when you're really the owner of everything. And when you're living with a lease mentality, the things that you should own will own you because you're renting your space. The things that you should control will control you because you're leasing everything and you're not the owner. Because when you're the owner, you can tell the stranger where to go. When you're leasing, you can't say anything. I know it's good, Trina. I know it's good. I know it. You hear what I'm saying? When you own it, you can tell it. When you lease it, you got to listen to it. When you own it, you can tell it. When you lease it, you got to listen to it. You understand? So when you understand the kingdom, you own yourself. And a lot of us don't own ourselves. A lot of us don't own ourselves. We're still leasing ourselves. We're still wondering if something is going to let us do it or not. We're still wondering, is something going to let us? You're going to let us? You're going to let us? And whenever you live leasing your spirit, you keep demons alive. You keep the principality world alive. You keep it. You keep it living. You keep living like you got to get dressed to protect yourself from them, not knowing that life is protecting itself from you. You're living like I got to protect myself because something's going to swallow me up. Something is going to hurt me. Something is going to destroy me. So if I protect myself and speak over myself and put God over myself, I can walk outside. You got to know they're trying to put something over themselves because you're walking outside, but they have no God to pray to. The demons have no one to pray to cover them from you. So how many of you feel, how many of you know that demons have nobody to pray to cover themselves from you? So they're in torment because there's nobody to protect them from you. Their leader is dead. Their leader is destroyed. Who do demons go to protect themselves from you? They have nobody to pray to. Their boss is afraid. Their boss has lost. Let me hear you say, their boss has lost. And I'm trying not to preach, but I guess I'm preaching. I'm trying not to preach, but I guess I'm preaching. I'm preaching at 3 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying, guys? That's where your identity is. Your identity is not who you wish you are, it's what you know you are. Your identity is not in who you wish you can be and what would let you be it, but in what you're being. You have to impose your identity on life. You have to live it out. See, that's what having the Spirit of Christ is. We think it's the spirit of Christianity or the spirit of church or the spirit of Sunday morning or the spirit of Bible study. But it's the yes of Jesus. It's the yes that God had in him that's in you. It's the yes of God in him, in you. It's the yes of Jesus in him, in you. And when you live out the yes of Jesus, you can say things because you got the yes in you, the same Spirit of Jesus. And when you live, you know that life says, can I go? Can I do? And so that's how I am. I'm like, you go in there if you want to. That's how I am. I'm like, okay, the demons come. They're not coming to possess me. They're asking me, where can they go? I say, yeah, get in the can over there if you want to get in them cans. I don't care where you get in those cans. See, when you don't know you own life, demons will torment you. The demons of fear, the demons of doubt, the demons of selfless thinking, low self-esteem, low power, the demons of poverty, the demons of disease, the demons of doubt, the demons of familiarity. And most of us suffer from demons of doubt, demons of fear, demons of not knowing, demons of curiosity, demons of I'm not one, demons of I'm just separated here, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over there. You understand what I'm saying? Not just demons of horns, but the demons of fear, the demons of death. And so when you got demons of death and demons of fear and demons of depression and demons of fear and demons of doubt and demons of not knowing and demons of I can't hear, demons of I'm afraid of my skill, all of these demons, you don't know what to do. And so you try to protect yourself from questions that will expose your demons. You don't want anybody to question you that would expose your disfragmentation. Don't ask me nothing because it will remind me that I'm not one. Don't ask me a question because it's going to remind me that I'm all over the place. So put me in a situation. Demons are the unknown. That's right. Because if you ask me, I'm going to find out that I'm afraid. That's why many of us love religion, because the religion will pump you up, but it won't ask you the question. It'll say you're there when you're not there. It'll have us clapping and praising and going, and we'll never have a presence with God. We're reacting to an organ, a choir, and a preacher, but we're not seeing God. We're reacting and responding to somebody who could play, somebody who could preach, and people who could sing. But we're not reacting to the presence of brilliance and confidence in God. We're not responding. Our actions are showing that it don't believe. We believe in our head, but our actions show that we're disconnected from what we believe in our head. I hear it, but I can't do it. I see it, but I'm afraid. I could say it at church, but I'm afraid to do it because I'm afraid. So I'm torn in pieces. That's why the man that was filled of the demons, he said, my name is Legion, for we are many. He's not just saying we got 2,000 devils in us. He's saying I'm one man in 2,000 different directions. I'm one man and I don't have a core. I'm one man and I'm everywhere. I don't have a place of being. And there are some of us that are one person, but we're in 2,000 different places. I'm over here at my mama house, my daddy house, my cousin them, Baba them, Bebo them, Papa them. I'm over here with my daddy. I got raped. I was molested. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got raped. I got this. I was adultery, fornication. I got this. I got all.